So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I took a dog that was pulling so badly that it dragged its owner out onto a road and caused serious damage to beautiful heel walking in just one day. Welcome back to Fenrir Canine Training, guys, and we are here for the first ever video at the Fenrir Canine Sanctuary. This has been a project I've been working on for years, and with the growth of this channel, with the growth of Fenrir as a business, I'm so pumped to have been able to secure this land. At the minute, it just kind of looks like a field. That's because exactly what it is. We're waiting on the builders to come. We're having dog-proof fencing put up, so it's completely secure. We're having agility courses, kennel runs. It's going to be amazing. But through a friend of a friend of a friend, I heard that they had a beautiful, lovely golden retriever, but was so strong, was pulling so badly on lead, and has become almost reactive towards other dog, at least lunging and pulling towards them, that he pulled their owner onto the floor, caused some severe damage, and they were just at a loss of what to do. They've tried all the different positive only methods and they can't get on top of it. So I've said that he can be our very first dog. Again, we do all my work completely volunteer basis here, don't charge a single penny, as our mission is to keep dogs out of shelters and off the euthanasia table. So we're going to jump straight in to that first initial consultation out of the 2 consultations that we did in that day to help that dog go from terrible pulling to perfect heel. Right, come on then, buddy. Let's take a look at you. So whenever we're working with a dog that's got the problems that you're struggling with, like we've talked about, he's clearly a lovely dog. You don't have to worry about temperament, aggression. The problems that you're having, especially when he's pulling people over, could be classed as kind of reactivity. But for golden retrievers, it's very common for that just to be sometimes a little bit of anxiety because they're not looking for you to tell them what to do. We call it guidance and direction, and also just sheer excitement with a golden retriever. So what we want to do is not take that out of him, but just let him understand that, like, now there's a time and a place, and when you're on a lead, I don't want you pulling me, I want you here by my side. So we're going to do a 2-stage process. In this first session, what we'll do is I'm going to tune him up. We'll swap over to my slip lead. I love that you're using a Fenrir training lead, but for this drill, having some kind of communication tool will be much better. So we'll swap over to our slip lead. I'm going to tune him up for you, then we'll help you be able to do the same thing. And then in the second session, we'll then bring dogs out and we'll use the skills that we're going to teach now to then be able to keep him under control. So not only are you able to walk him to heel, but when he sees those other dogs and gets excited and wants to go towards them, you have the ability to say, hey, no, that's not what we're doing. I need you here, because he is strong. He's only going to get stronger as he gets older. And if he's already pulling you over, then that's only going to get potentially worse. So let's get on top of it now. Again, this should be fun. So we'll swap over to a slip lead. Always I want him kind of looking and seeking me for guidance and direction. So I have got some food. You're going to notice I'm not going to use it much, but I want him to start building that principle. So if I do pay him, it's more going to be when he's just focusing on me, working on me, because like right now, he's not focusing on me or whatsoever, and that's a problem. So I'm going to get his attention, I'm going to get him to come over, we'll swap over, but then if I start to see that where he's looking up to me for guidance and direction, that's the point where I'm going to reward it and pay him for doing so. So, yes, good. That was good. So this, when he's seeking me, obviously he's focused on the food, so lovely, offer me the auto sit again. Yes, good. That moment there where he looked up to me rather than focusing on the food, that's when I'm going to pay him. But while he's finding that piece of food that he dropped, here, buddy, look. Here, good boy. Oh, are you one of those fussy ones? You not like my food? Okay, no problem at all. So we're going to slip over to the slip lead. Like you can see, I want to go with nice and tucked up high behind his ears. And we pull that stopper just to keep it up there. Naturally, with all slip leads, that might slide down a little bit, but as we're working, we can adjust it. We want to get it nice and up here. Yes, good boy. So anytime he's looking at me like that for guidance and direction, I'm going to praise it. If he's not interested in my food, no problem. I'm actually just going to pull that off. And we're not going to work with any food today. We'll work just with communication, leadership, and praising him. So let's go. So when we're doing these tune-up drills, I'm just going to kind of crack on and do it first. And then when we work out what's happening, I'll explain to you what we're doing, and then we'll let you jump in and have a go afterwards. So, Cooper, let's go. Good. So, let's go. Go. Better. Good. Better. Yes. Let's go. Yes. Good boy. good boy. Let's go. Yes, good, yes, yes, beautiful, yes. Go. Beautiful, so already in a few seconds there, you notice we had to implement some minor correction with the slip lead, but all I was doing was letting him know, if you're not looking up to me and you're going where you want to go, hey, stop. And that's the essence of what we're going to do. So in this early tune-up, it's more about heel, but later, when we bring the distractions out, when we bring the dogs out, that is exactly what we're going to be able to do. This is what I want from you. Good, yes. Good boy. And just look at the demeanour change already. Just because I've come in within a few seconds, instilled some leadership into him, he's now dropping into this position naturally. Whereas when we took the lead, when I took him off here, he was pulling over that way. In a matter of seconds, yes, good boy. Oh, beautiful. Good boy, yes. Lovely. And that comes from me just instilling a bit of leadership into him and letting him know, hey, no, I'm in charge. I'm telling you where we're going. And that's why he's now relaxing. Some people think that's cruel, but as you can see, yes, good boy. Look at him now, happy. Looking up to me for guidance and direction with literally 60 seconds ago, he was over there and wanted to pay me no mind. But he will be happier because of that. That isn't a bad thing. He's now gone, oh, this guy's in charge. Right, I'll just chill then, yes. And I'll wait till you tell me that we're off again. And you'll notice that that's all he's going to do. So for this next, we're just going to keep repping this now. So I want to get some serious reps in. I'll stop talking to you and make sure that we get him nicely tuned up. But I can already tell you, this is why I love working with golden retrievers. They're just a joy to work with. Again, you've got a lovely dog, I think just lacking a little bit of guidance and direction, creating a little bit of anxiety, overexcitement, not knowing how to respond when he sees those other dogs. He thinks that it's acceptable to pull towards them, but because he is a big old strong boy, one of the biggest golden retrievers I've ever seen, I'm not surprised he's able to pull you over. So all we need to do now is get this looking really sharp for the next 30 minutes. And then once we've got it looking really sharp, I'll then be able to get other dogs out and we'll do the same kind of drill. But when he starts to, we have that same ability just to say, hey, no, this way, this is where we're going. But we'll get onto that later, but it's going to be no problem. He's an absolute joy. So again, we'll do a good example. So we always give him the opportunity to listen first before we ever implement any correction. So Cooper, let's go. Yes, good. And then I praise that. So no correction needed there. Let's go. Yes, good. So he was getting a bit ahead of me there, which I didn't like. Let's go. But he is in tune with me. So as we practice, yes, good. I was just about to say, he'll start to drop in because he notices we do these direction changes when he drifts out in front of me. So if he wants us to keep moving forward, let's go. He needs to not drift out in front of me. Let's go. And because he's now in tune with me, there we go, minor correction. He got distracted, started to drift out. And it's just, hey, bring that attention back to me. That's all we're doing. And now we're working much better in unison. Now we're at this point, I want to start adding in. So I'm going to go right. Now I'm going to cut straight across him. Now this will really start to tune him up, because if he's not focused on me, this is where I'm going to walk straight through him. So for him to not have me walk through him, he needs to be better in tune, better focused. So we can do a right, remaining calm, relaxed, shoulders back, head up, chest forward, and we're going to go left. I'm just going to bring him back in, lovely. And again, lovely, good, yes, beautiful. So that was a golden moment there. You would have picked that up. He was a little bit unsure and he dropped back in to give me that space, because this is my space and I want to be able to turn into it whenever I want to. So he's now having to focus on me. He's having to work with me to understand where it is that we as a pack are moving. Let's go. Good, no correction needed. Because as long as he's paying attention to me, everything's okay. Nice, right, let's go. Beautiful, yes, good boy. Look at the tail wagging, beautiful. Dogs thrive off this guidance and direction, yes, good. Let's see if we can get a nice auto sit. Sit. Yes, good. Teaching an auto sit is a really fun additional little trick that you can add to your repertoire that actually has widespread ramifications. We always talk about the importance of having a dog looking up to you for guidance and direction, and making sure that they must come to a sit when you stop just furthers that command that they must be in tune with us, they must be working with us, they must be looking up to us for guidance and direction, no matter what pace we're going at, no matter what angle we're turning at, or whether we come to a stop. And when we come to a stop, you sit, you look up and you wait. And again that's another drill that you can work on. When I've asked him to do something, you've told me, we know he knows sit. If he doesn't listen, again, just mind a little bit of pressure to let him know, hey, I've asked something from you, I need you to drop in. But as you can see, he's not scared of me, he's not sad. Look at this, yes, beautiful, beautiful. Seeking that guidance and direction. I'm guessing, yeah, you don't get that very often because he's always off, because he's not seeking it from you. But with a drill with just a couple of minutes, yes, good. And again, at that point, he's not bothered about my food. And this is where I say, it would be nice if he was overly food driven. Have you fed him this morning? Yeah, that'll be why. Probably not that hungry. But if we practice this when he was hungry, when he's giving me this, looking up for guidance and direction, boom, we can pay that. So this would be, yes, good. And just letting him know, look up to me and everything's going to be okay. So we're going to keep working that, we'll keep repeating that, and that's all you need to focus on. Once we've got that guidance and direction nice, by doing that, we're teaching communication through this tool that furthers our relationship. He's now, again, looking up to me as his leader. I'm leading him because I love him, and you're going to lead him because you love him. And we need to keep him safe and you safe, other people, other dogs safe. So it's our job to step in and deal with this. But in just a matter of seconds, we're able to do that. Once we've got that and we've taught that communication, which I can already say again, one of the smartest dogs on the planet, I love working with them. When we bring the dog out, we'll be able to quickly just, nope, that's not what we do anymore. This is what we do. Nope, stop, stop. When you're offering me this, yes, good, yes. And it can be just a rustle behind the ear, which is all I'm gonna be doing now. He's not hungry, so I'm gonna let him know. I love this behavior. Now when it's time to, let's go, off we go. It doesn't matter if I slow right down. Good, you slow right down. If I turn this way, let's go. You turn this way. But again, looking up to me, nice and slow. If I speed up, let's go. You speed up. Because I'm in charge of this. You're following my guidance direction. Changing pace when we're doing any kind of tune-up heel walk drill like this is incredibly important. A mistake that a lot of inexperienced trainers or owners make is trying to keep up with their dog, and that completely defeats the purpose. The dog must be in tune with us, as opposed to us simply trying to keep up with them. That doesn't matter if we're at a full-blown sprint or walking at 1 mile an hour. I need you on my left-hand side, in tune with me, looking up to me for guidance and direction, awaiting my next piece of guidance for you, my next command for you. And I do that because I love you, to keep you safe and to keep other dogs and other people safe. Lead your dog because you love your dog. Okay, let's go. And slow down. Whatever we're doing, and again, I'm not doing this because this is oozing bad communication to him. Calm. Shoulders back, chest up, I'm in control, leadership, energy, and I'm passing that down through this tool to him, which is why he's now so calm and relaxed. And we're going to get you in that same state of mind so that you can step in and do exactly the same thing. So that concluded our first session. After I tuned Cooper up, we got their owners involved, we got them doing exactly the same drill, and it went absolutely seamlessly. They'd just rather not be on camera, and that's completely fine. Then we gave Cooper a break. Then later in our second consultation in the day, we're going to bring out different dogs, different distractions, and we're going to get that same level of beautiful heel regardless of what's going on. So make sure you subscribe if you are new here, because you can see that next follow-up video of how we take that to extreme levels. Now, if you're interested in the tools that I used in this video, I simply used our Fenrir slip lead. That's available on our website. There'll be a link in the description box below. And if you'd love to have your dog walk beautifully to heel, I understand I've done this with thousands of dogs now. It's something that I'm very experienced and skilled at. and I can achieve it in a short amount of time. But to make it easy for you to follow along at home, I created 7 days to perfect heel course. That'll be linked down in the description box below. Breaks it down into much more easy to manage chunks and helps you understand the theory as well as the practical of exactly what you need to do, when you do it, and why you do it, so you can become a higher level canine leader and have a perfect canine companion yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video. I can't wait to see you on the next episode of Fenrir Canine Training.